All history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment to battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the UCF Knights, taking on a squad from the Pac-12, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. See what the offense can do with poor starting field position. They'll hand it off. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Keeping it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
We need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The Knights pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to third downs, you got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
Bringing pressure. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Knights. Just ran away from the defense. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kurt.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The back's got it. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. First down here for this offense. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And the Hoosiers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And looking to throw now on first down. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack, and the quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Ball handed off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The Hoosiers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Indiana. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Knights hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, UCF.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Defense is coming after him. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
A sack sets up a second down and very long. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Moves his way for a first down to the 35. A new set of downs after that completion. Toss play to the outside. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down inside their own 40. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds his man, has the first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to fourth down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it, and instead they give up the first down. This could cost them.
Handoff from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers. They're setting out to try the PAT. Knocks it right through. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And they heave it deep downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Knights will line up on 1st and 10. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. The Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Well, it's another huge gain for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops with the 2-minute warning. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. 3 guys up front lined up. It's first down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Snags a quick throw. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Makes the first down, but Hazy Price, big hit there at the end.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's an out route. The catch made. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
Third down and goal for the offense. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Quick throw, testing the middle. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Schwartz. The reception gets him at 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. He's going to take another shot right here. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They've got him. It's a sack. The defense will take some momentum to halftime after that one. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Indiana 14.
The Knights will kick this away to start the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. First play of the second half is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle to the 35. Good enough for a first down.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. And the Hoosiers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, Indiana. They'll take the lead in the second half. Here comes the point after attempt. Oh, and it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? And they grab it. It's a live ball here.
Well, we're in the fourth quarter. The offense has the ball in the red zone, looking to maybe put this game away, and they turn the ball over, giving their opponent some life.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. First down, looking to throw the football. He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend.
It is intercepted. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up in the 31. Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race at the 20. And bulldozing his way through. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. On first down, it's play action. Looking to scramble. On the move, looking deep. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. This air attack is still unstoppable. Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Quick throw out left, complete. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. The Hoosiers come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he finds his target. He has the first. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
Makes a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. And the Hoosiers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Indiana 27, UCF 24.
Leading here in the fourth quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on fourth down.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket now. Extending the play now. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Pressure is And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Catch made at the 20 and the deep shot. Big gain.
Great timing here with the quarterback and the wide receiver. That receiver does a nice job of keeping his route vertical, and the quarterback's taught to put the ball away from the defender towards the boundary. Good adjustment by the receiver and a big play by the offense.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Touchdown, UCF. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Stop. Let's see what the offense could do this time. Caught quickly. Fights off a defender. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, the defense better start adjusting, realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Now here's the toss play. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a design quarterback keeper. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the 1st down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. And the offense will spend a timeout, just 14 seconds left on the clock.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. And a timeout is called with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Touchdown, Indiana, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Just a great job by this offensive line in the back to get the ball